live. It's been a solid 2 days, I think, maybe. No, it's probably been more than that. My sense of time is off. Basically, everything that I had set up to remind me to stream, um, it did not work. Because a lot of it is connected to the internet. So I had a few like alarms and things. Also, I ranted about this on Bird app. Well, now it's just called X, I think. But I did a little whoopsie, and so for the past few days, um, I accidentally took sleeping medication instead of my actual medication, because the pills look super similar, and I try to be good about setting my stuff up on time, so I was accidentally making myself super tired without realizing it. So it's still in my system. So I set up a lot of alarms for myself to make sure I still like do what I need to do, right? Because I still have responsibilities. But I've also ended up falling out of sleep at my desk a lot. So I did this little digital timer thing that was attached to one of my notions to help me stay on task. But it didn't work. I fell asleep and it didn't wake me up. I woke up and it was using Chrome, and then the little dinosaur page was on. So it looks like it probably just failed at some point when I fell asleep and it wasn't able to reconnect. How did I mix them up? They look exactly the same. It's actually pretty dangerous. They're both light blue, small pills, and I normally put them in a pill box ahead of time. So what probably happened, and they also come in orange containers. So I grabbed one. I probably grabbed the one without like fully looking at the medicine name, because they both are in my name. Now I've handed it off. I gave it to somebody else because I can't even use that medication. Like I'm not supposed to. I'm only holding on to it because technically my cabinet was the safest place to have it, I guess, for lack of better reasoning, but now it is no longer the safest. As I looked through my whole pill box, and it looks like I had taken that bottle and I put pills for the whole week. I put those in there instead of my actual ones, and they look so similar. The only difference, I think, the only discernible difference is that my actual medication has a number printed on it. It has a small number 4 on it. I believe it's number 4. Yeah, I think it's number 4. The other one, the that's how I was able to figure it out when I looked in the box. The other ones, the ones I'm not supposed to take, they do not have a number on it. So I have moved it, and excuse me, I'm still recovering from that. That shit is so strong. It's so strong. But anyway, yeah, there's just a lot of like things accumulated into today kind of just being a disaster. Oh, and then UPS lost my package today. I had a pretty exciting package that I wanted to announce, some fun things that were coming in, but they messed it up. It was supposed to ship to my city, but then it got shipped to Chicago. So I don't know what the fuck Illinois is doing, but they should really give me back my shit. Really should give it back. That's not really nice. It's not nice to take things that aren't yours. I wonder if they'll give it back by tomorrow. We'll see. And I remember getting a little email and they were like, your thing is on the way today. And I've been waiting for almost 3 weeks, 4 weeks at this point, I think. And then I was excited and they're like, oh yeah, you should be getting it at some point today. And then I checked the little tracking app and it said, misshipped, Chicago, Illinois. Which means that somebody put it on the wrong truck. Oh well. Oh well, we'll see. Well, it'll get here eventually. It's just kind of a mild inconvenience. And I live in a first world country, so I guess that's my prerogative. I don't know what it is with people canceling things on me, but also before I unceremoniously fell asleep, I got a text from. I'm gonna say this. I have really long hair. I have grown out my hair for a very long time. I don't really like to cut it too much, but I decided I was gonna cave and I want to finally get a little trim for my hair because it's just about that time. It's about that time of season, I guess. Every 5 years, I gotta go get my hair trimmed. And then I get a text from my hairstylist, and they're like, aha! So your lady's not gonna be in tomorrow. You gotta pick a new time to come in. I just came and I picked a different lady I don't know really well for 9:30 in the morning. But how crazy is that coincidence? I really hope that my doctor on Thursday doesn't cancel on me too. It would suck, but it would be really, really funny, I think. After I get over the initial shock, after I get over the first stage of grief. No, I was about to name this stream that. I was about to say, can God please let me have one W? Can I have one win to my name, please? I have the world's most mildly inconvenient rap sheet right now. If being mildly troubled was an Olympic sport, they would try to give me the gold medal, but then I would probably trip and fall off the podium or something. That's how it is right now. Let's see. Anyway, is this considered karma? Dude, I'm so good though. I volunteer in my free time. What kind of fucking karma is there? Maybe I'm atoning for a past life or something. Maybe I was a real asshole in a previous life. Maybe when I was actually alive. Maybe I was really mean. Maybe I kicked a puppy or something. No, actually that is probably it because I look at I have a dog and he's really, really old. He's 16 and I like to insult him sometimes, but I do it out of love. He's kind of ugly, so I tell him that, but then I tell him I love him immediately afterwards. So I don't know if it cancels it out or what. I'm very nice to him though. I give him a lot of treats. I bathe him. I take naps with him. He's an old guy. He can't do much. He's blind and deaf and also doesn't know anything going on around him. Listen, I'm his little caretaker. He needs a lot of care. It doesn't balance it out. Well, how about the whole life of good deeds I've done for him? He's been my buddy. He's my pal. But he's also, okay, to be fair, he's kind of a jerk. He is not a sweet dog, if that's what you guys are thinking. He is like a cat in a dog's body. He used to bite me all the time when I would try to pick him up because he would be sitting in the middle of the floor when I would be trying to vacuum. Oh, also maybe I should tell you guys about the game I want to play today. So, if you know anything about me, you know that I like weird internet shit. That's kind of my whole shtick. So, all dogs are good. He is a mostly good dog. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying he has an attitude. He's like a permanent toddler. Now he's just a permanent toddler with dementia. He doesn't really quite know what's going on. Oh, but he is a small dog. That's the thing. He actually is a small dog. So he's kind of mean. Kind of. Nah, I love him. I love him very much, except he's also an asshole. But I guess that is my karma though, isn't it? Young Shiara did not deserve that though. Young Shiara was in for a real fucking treat because actually I got him and I got his twin brother as puppies. They were literally a week old. And we raised them, and they're so sweet and so lovely. And originally we were going to keep both of them, and then one of my family members was like, "Hey, actually, we want that. We want a dog. Can you give us the nice dog, the cute one?" And that was they were talking about his brother. So because I didn't have a backbone, and also I'm pretty sure my parents didn't realize like the decision they would be making. They were like, "Sure, okay, okay, that's fine. Shiara can just have the mean, nasty one that bites her every time she steps by him." They also gave my cousin my DSI, and I actually have never gotten over that mentally. Um, no, I'm not kidding. Like just a few days ago, I was looking at the market price for a DSI because I used to have a white DSI with stickers on it, and I loved it so much. I was obsessed with playing Brain Age, and then one day it just disappeared, and it disappeared, and then I spent so long trying to find it in my house. I tore it apart because I was actually freaked out. I thought I was gonna get in so much trouble, because my parents were real strict about me losing things like that. Because I mean, that's just not cheap, especially back in the day. And then I told them, and I was crying, and also because we've lost one of my favorite Scooby Doo DVDs at the time, and they were like, "Oh, actually, no, we just gave that to your cousin." Yeah, they wanted it, so we gave it to them. And they didn't just give the DSI, they gave my games. All my games that were on there were in the DSI. I'm actually gonna tear up thinking about it. I 100%ed Brain Age, all the Brain Age games on there before Brain Age, like 100%ing was even a thing. I'm pretty sure I had a Cooking Mama game on there. Um, I know that like what was a I was a budding artist. So I did a lot of stuff in Flipnote. That was like the beginning of my artistic career. Now I had a couple games on there. I'm really lucky that I didn't have any Fire Emblem games on there or anything. I would have really lost my mind. Hi, Tuna. You missed the story, but TLDR, I set a lot of alarms and parameters for myself because I'm still kicking back from my sleepy time medication debacle because my actual meds and look, I guess I should rephrase. It's not that the medication themselves are sleeping meds. It's like it's actually antihistamines, like allergy medication, but I'm so sensitive to them, they actually knock me out. Um Hi Kanzo, welcome. Yes, Fire Emblem. I could talk about Fire Emblem for so long. I will actually start getting emotional if I start talking about Fire Emblem for long enough. I love Fire Emblem. I love it so much. I don't know like, about the new series per se. But I was looking at Fates again, and I'll have you know that one of the main characters from yeah, but it's like actual horse tranquilizer for me because for some people it affects them so badly they can't function in their day to day, and I'm people. Um, my doctor was literally like, you know, some people can't really handle this, so you should try it for just a few days. And then I tried it for 2 days, and then I couldn't even stay awake, and I fell asleep during a meeting, and I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be using these anymore. And then I try to be proactive. I try to be good. I try to set up my pillbox for the week so I remember to take everything. But I gave myself 3 days worth of sleepy time medication because they look super similar. They both are like small light blue pills. Oh, the licensed doctor. Yes, this is a prescription grade medication. It's not something you can buy just over the counter. I remember. Stop. Stop it. Actually, if you guys do have allergies, because it's allergy season is pretty bad. I know a lot of people are familiar with the medications, it's like Zyrtec and like Claritin and stuff. So when you think of those medications, those are actually considered what is called second gen antihistamines. So they're like Benadryl is considered a first gen. It's kind of like the old guard of antihistamine medication. I don't know why my mouth keeps freezing like that. That's weird. Anyway, um, but basically what they gave me was third generation antihistamines, which are basically more concentrated versions of like Claritin and Zyrtec. But because they're so much more concentrated they are, so like, you know, their side effects are pretty strong. For example, those, if you just get like a little tired, it'll make you absolutely knock out. So that's the 411. If you do have allergies though, you definitely should look into those, because like if you can handle that side effect, they are probably the best things on the market right now. Yeah. Oh, you want me to call your internet provider? Ohio and hospitality. Thank you, Cruz. I'll keep that in mind. But thank you also for stopping by, as always. I do really appreciate it. I know it is quite late, so you should probably get to sleep, because you probably have things to take care of in the next couple of hours, unfortunately. But yeah, Tuna was pretty on the money with how my provider is, and who it is currently. But I am switching. I'm switching pretty soon. So I should have fiber, and that should take care of some of the issues. Maybe not all of the issues, but some of them. And then it should be much easier. I had fiber in my previous dwelling residence, and so that's why it was much nicer than it is now. I actually think it's AT&T by me, so we'll see. I actually hate Spectrum. I used to have Spectrum when I lived in another state, and I wanted to game end myself. I can't say KMS because I feel like I gotta be light-handed in how I say that. Closest I have is psoriasis cream, but I can't remember if it's antihistamine. I don't know if it would be antihistamine, but it might be in a similar class. But yeah, if you have like really shitty spring allergies, I don't remember what the Xyzal. If you have really bad allergies, Xyzal and Claritin-X are two of like the most concentrated antihistamines on the market. Okay, also let me see if I can go ahead and start the actual game that I have planned, and we can like keep chatting. Basically, I have this game. I've had it for a long time. It's called Broken Reality, and it's basically like a vaporwave fever dream, like kind of casual-ish game. It's not really it's more of like you take in the sights and you walk around and everything. So let me go ahead and get that started, and we'll keep talking. Sound good? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna keep talking. Let me get the... just want it there just a bit. I have played a bit of this game before. I haven't played, like a ton. But it's pretty fun. Let me see if I can... okay. Have it there. I should be all good to go. So, as you can see, it's very vaporwave, very, yeah, I guess I don't know how else to describe it. Very... So that's my little liker. How can you guys hear it all right? I was gonna say something else. Goddamn, what was I gonna say? I sure hope so. It's literally called the liker. See, they'll tell you. It's a liker. Okay, so there's a couple different things you can... Liker, I hardly know her. So this is like it reminds me of the old Super Mario. Oh, Shiara likers. God, what insufferable people. I bet they compliment her and wait for her to stream. Ugh. What nice, loving people. Disgusting, really. So there's a lot. These are just like the basics. That is a dolphin. That is it looks like fucking Findall from Ina, which I also love, and we haven't talked about enough on. I mean, look, I was wondering if I should give like a sensory overload warning in the beginning, because even when I started playing this, I was kind of overwhelmed as hell. So, hello there, woman. She says, "Oh, Kairi, welcome back to the internet." Who are you? Oh, don't worry. Headache simulator. Yeah, this is the perfect game for me to play as soon as I woke up and started panicking from a wife. I forgot to tell you also. Oh, hi, cool guy. Welcome. Welcome in. Thank you for waiting and for commenting. I hope you're doing well. Wait, are my alerts even on? That's actually, oh shit, I don't think they are. Let me turn them on real quick. Sorry. Okay, got it. I think. I don't know how good they are, but we'll go with it. We'll say that it's okay for now. I should probably finish setting up my other things. I have a lot of things that are just like half set up right now. And if I become trendy, I can meet the admin. How cool is that? So yeah, I guess the premise of the game is that you have to basically collect likes. And you have to rank up. And then eventually you get to join the cool kids. And you get to sit at the cool kids club. Why is my model doing that? That's lame. My account will upgrade automatically once I reach the required amount of likes. There we go. But yeah, watch out if you're prone to headaches and stuff. So what's Natim? Natim is a real digital place where everyone hangs out. So it's like social media, but I don't know, like if Black Mirror were to make it. Accounts. To get more likes, you'll be automatically upgraded, and there's more places you can go. So if you like vaporwave stuff, this is definitely like the game you probably would like. So it's very floral shop. The sun. So here's the likes. Domo Paradiso. So I can just harass people. Good job, buddy. Is this like when you spam likes on somebody's account on social media? Interacting with them doesn't really do much. Anyway, the second thing, so it's a long story short, but I don't really play it on stream, but I actually am a really big fan of Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 specifically. I have not played the first or the second one. But I'm still in the process of like actually even getting through the first act, because I've spent so much time just like absolutely combing through and exploring everything. Look, it's a virus. And then this is how you save the game. So I'm just gonna meander around and get some likes and stuff as we talk. As we soak in the scenes of this fucking assault to my senses. The reason why I brought up Baldur's Gate, though, is also because a few days ago, for circumstances beyond my control, my setup was vulnerable to some people. And by some people, I mean children. And there was a child that had very little self-control. Oh my gosh, you look like fucking Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter. Why is everyone here such a nerd? Haven't even made it to trendy. You're trying to. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna be mean. Good luck, buddy. Good luck on trying. Anyway, I tried my Twitter from the parasites. It was just my computer in general, and I had a Baldur's Gate open actually. Um, and to make the story short, the child started absolutely fucking my shit up. Like he was clicking and doing and just smashing the keyboard and everything, because he has no sense of self-control or preservation. Normally I try to be very, very patient, especially if the kid has like autism, like autism spectrum disorder, ASD, ADHD. I do understand that it's not wholly in their control a lot of the time. Again, though, it's just his mother was just there and let him do that, and I closed Baldur's Gate, and then at the time I figured it would be fine. No, it was actually just the loading. It was just in one of the Grimforge, I think. So I'm gonna talk to these. I'm gonna talk to these Moai heads, and I think they're gonna ask me to get them stuff. So no scenes or anything. Okay, they just want me to bring them like sunglasses and stuff. There's so many save points. The reason why I bring it up for the fourth time is because... Oh yeah, I have to get pieces of for Kaitana. What the... Basically, he fucked up my game. He fucked up my save file, I'm pretty sure. Because I tried to launch it today, so I could see if it was like something maybe I could get around to finishing up and playing. And it's not even loading for me anymore. I can make a new game just fine, no problem. But without anything that's changed, my game will load at 75% and then it crashes in my save file, and I'm actually very devastated because I've spent almost 100 hours on that save file. This is my villain origin story. 100 hours. Granted, I hadn't even left like Act 1 yet, but that's because I was so incredibly thorough about everything. I like went through each and every corner. I, did the absolute most I could to max out my relationships with my companions. I feel like I'm in Sword Art Online or something. Anyway, so that was just the cherry on top to my day. Nah, I'm pretty sure I've lost all my Baldur's Gate. Oh no. I've lost all of my Baldur's Gate data, so that's super fun. So I am gonna have to probably start over again. There is a slight chance that I might be able to salvage some of the save data on my laptop. Oh, Chronic Adventures. This is the best thing I've seen in so long. What does it say? Serida? Chronica? You don't save on multiple files? I do, actually. I tried to load every single one. And I, loaded my last, 13 saves. Nothing. All crashed at 75%. But the game lets me make a new one just fine, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Don't do anything now, but in the future. Don't do anything now, but in the future mess with their future save file for justice. I am never going to probably encounter that child again, so help me God, or I am going to probably be put on a watch list. I should not probably say that online. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Oh, look at this guy, he's getting it down. He looks like he's... he looks like he's suavemente Ganondorf. Oh, what a great profile picture. Yes, I would like some tea. He wants me to probably take a picture of him, yeah. For legal reasons, it's a joke. No, I understand things happen, but it's really disappointing. It really sucks. I sat there. I sat there staring at my save file for a while after like the 10th, 11th time of trying to boot it up, and I was just beside myself. I haven't tried uninstalling. Yeah, I have, unfortunately. I did that earlier today. But there is a chance that it might still be saved on my laptop, because I did transfer all of my files via an SSD drive to there, so it might still have my save data. But we'll see. Would you guys ever vacation here? I feel like I would go crazy if I vacationed here. But I would also probably feel like I was just constantly tripping, so maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing. The ambient background music would probably throw me off, though. It's been a very unique day. Looks like Maldives. I have not been to the Maldives. Have I been making friends? Not really. Thanks, One-san. So she's just basically telling me to go into people's houses and take pictures of them, without asking their permission. It's like a vacation to the Bahamas Highland Shrooms. Are you speaking from experience? So yeah, basically you have your camera and you look for all those little camera icons. Like, I'm actually pretty lame in terms of having tried illicit substances. I have not tried anything. I've never had a particular desire to, but I'm also afraid that it's probably gonna like kill my body. I also I found out during college that I cannot handle the smell of marijuana for the most part. Some people really like it. Like for some reason my roommate not only liked the smell of weed, but she also really liked the smell of cigarettes, and like she didn't even smoke. But I thought that was just, I just thought I was like, you know, it makes you think, right? It's okay, knock off Sonic, you'll be fine. One step at a time, Chronic. Gotta go slow. Are we allowed to use those sound alerts? Are those not copyrighted by Sega? Smile for the camera. Yes, I know I've been doing that already. Gotta take it slow. Wanna see I wanna see pictures of your dog. Hang on. Show me! Show me! Come on, show me the pictures of your dog. Parents are dying right now. Did he say, can I not? these NPCs really are something. Cigarettes look very cool, unfortunately, but the smell is awful. Yeah, I know I may have a shit sense of smell, but I will always be able to tell if someone had smoked nearby because it's my visceral reaction to just immediately start coughing up a lung. Like, I will start coughing so intensely, and you'll wonder if I'm choking on something. Alright, buddy. I'll take your photo. Yeah. I don't think I've ever, like, particularly desired to do anything, but I do get curious from time to time, mainly because I'll watch, like, true crime shows and they'll talk about it, and I'm like, Bye. So he gave me a drink. And I'm gonna continue to take, I'm gonna continue to be an Instagram photographer. Ay, Dios mío. One trusty Gizzy. Actually, it's not for me. So part of what I'm doing right now is there's a quest that I have to formally get from somebody else, but I haven't gone to that side of the map yet, so I'm just chilling. I'm glad that there's no film limit. Ah, oh, still yawning. But anyway, so the moral of the story is don't actually ever talk to kids. Don't interact with them if you are by your computer. Don't let them even have a chance. Because if you do, you may lose all of your Baldur's Gate 3 data. What's ironic is I actually even gave him a gift. Like, before all of this, I gave him an old stuffed animal of mine. Hello, Chozai. Once kept this land free from malware and spam. My katana was shattered into 3 pieces. It reminds me of, like, in Kill Bill, when Hattori Hanzo makes Beatrix her sword. Kids are cute. We need to control them. Yeah, I think that is kind of the general premise. I love well-behaved kids. I love kids that don't fuck my shit up. I think he just wanted to, honestly speaking, I think he just wanted to mess with me. I don't think he liked me very much because he was quite rude when we would talk. So, for example, when he came, I was telling him like where he couldn't go because of like just some construction nearby. And I was like, if you need anything, just let me know. I can get you XYZ because it's actually like, for example, like if he wanted a certain kind of soda, like that wasn't readily available to him. And then he got so curt and he was so pissy with me. He's like, actually, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you have to say, more or less. He was like, what, 14 or so? And again, the whole ASD thing, I understand he's probably real direct, but like, he was just mean. He was just a mean kid. Oh, shut up. But his sister was nice, so I was like, you know, it's fine. I'll give you guys a little treat, a little anime and mango merchandise. Yes. His sister was nice. if not slightly annoying. Oh, I have to use the little bookmark thing. Should probably save as well. I'm gonna stop ranting about the child. Oh my gosh! Is that my favorite cat girl, Salem Starlight VTuber? The cat girl of all time? Hello, welcome in everybody. Hi. I do not know if my alert worked at all, but we're gonna assume that it did, maybe. How was rhythm gaming? Next, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is actually my main model, so for once, for once, had a lot of sound, voltex, exceed gear. I'm gonna be real with you. I saw that, and I saw gear, and I thought Metal Gear, as in Metal Gear Solid. And I was gonna be very surprised that you were playing Metal Gear. Cat ears not included. Yeah, the cat ears are extra. The cat ears are a little treat, a little bonus. But those of you guys that have come here for the first time, hello. I am Shiara. I am a virtual vampire, quote-unquote, VTuber. I am playing the ice-drainiest game of all time, and chatting about everything that bothers me every which way, because I have had many prolonged absences that I have not necessarily wanted. And I need to complain and rant about it. You guys are... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Huh? I heard an unconnect noise, and I'm not sure how concerned I should be about it. Let's try that again. That shouldn't be. This shouldn't be so difficult. This is not rocket science. Although I did end up going on a theoretical physics binge not too long ago, because I started reading. There we go. I started reading Three Body Problem after watching a little bit of it on Netflix. Very excellent. I'm a big fan. I forgot how much I used to like sci-fi. I know some of the big VTubers, including a couple of my friends, do like book clubs and things. And if I were to start a book club, which I'm really tempted to, that is probably one of the first books that I would want to have on there. It's a really, really good book. I really enjoy. I really enjoyed the trilogy so far. That is on my list after A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have not finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, but it is kind of in my never-ending pile of material that I start reading and then I stop for one reason or another. So do I have all 3 katana parts? I can't... oh, I do! Wow, that was really fast. Okay, I only have like 250 likes, so let's grab a few more of those in the meantime. Anyway, I highly recommend it, and so it's really interesting. I did some research on the Three Body Problem because it just released, I believe, not too long ago on Netflix, at least in the United States. But there's also, if you have Amazon Prime, there is another Three Body Problem series there, produced by Tencent, and both are quite good. I do want to watch the Tencent production a little bit more, but oh, thank you for following King Elf Demon Devourer. God, I was about to say something. I was about to say Kingolf Demon. Thank you for following. I have no idea if my alerts are working, and I'm gonna wager a guess and say no, probably not. Salem is so lovely and so amazing and beautiful and gorgeous, and I think you guys should all say thank you, Salem, and give a little air kiss. Let's see. Hopefully these ones work. Anyway, I don't know. Is a book club anything anyone is interested in at all? Because I actually do enjoy just like binge reading a bunch of literature. Air kiss as long as I get consent from Salem. You know, like when you really love cats and you just you kiss their fur and then you sneeze because you have a cat allergy? That's me. That's what I do every time. Every time I interact with my friends' pets, I am very, very willingly allowing myself to... What is this? This looks evil. This is like evil Mike Wazowski mixed with that... What's that? Doris from Meet the Robinsons? There's a lot of things that I have planned and I'm slowly working on. I'm excited to work on a lot of them. I have more time now, finally, more than ever. But it's taking too long. I'm really impatient. There's so many things that I have all in motion right now. I love cats, and sometimes I will take a bite out of them just to see their reaction. And you know, for the most part, I do not get bitten too badly. I'm gonna game end myself. This should not be this difficult. This is literally not rocket science. This is not theoretical physics. Oh, one thing I've had a huge bender for lately, though, is I've been reading a lot about like academic and scientific fraud, because at least in the United States, there's been a ton of academic fraud going on in like the past few months, especially some people from Harvard. I know a few months ago, there was Dana something, her name ends with a G. She was a really famous psychologist, psychiatrist. She was a psychiatrist that did a lot of work in the field of like lying and honesty and that kind of thing, which is super ironic considering that she was found to have committed a ton of data fraud and then blamed her co-author for it. And there was another guy, Dr. Khan, who has done a lot of stuff, and I don't know if y'all have heard of it. So there was a paper that came out from Harvard not too long ago, like I want to say maybe 6 months ago, and it was incredible. It was amazing in the field of you know, oncology. Basically, they were saying that they found a way to get stem cells, isolate them into a gel, and then basically have them only hunt out a very specific protein only possessed by cancer cells. And then you would apply the gel topically. Oh, not Dr. Khan from Khan Academy. I don't want to say his full name and get it wrong. It starts with a... I think it starts with like a W or an S. Thank you, Chosai. Let's see. Here we go. I think his name starts with a W or an S. Alright. I have a sword now. And now I can fight people to the death. Anyway, Dr. Khan's paper, there we go, perfect. So yes, they had cancer stem cells they isolated it into like a topical gel, and then somehow the cells would not be it would like not hurt your normal cells because it would only be seeking out a certain protein only secreted by cancer cells, and then it would know that once it was done that it would self-destruct, so it wouldn't cause any specific sorry Salem, I was complimenting you earlier, but now I'm talking about academic fraud. I'm sorry. I can't I gotta concentrate on one thing. It's not, yeah, it would be so cool if it was real. It's not real. It's not. They faked it all. It was all faked. And they found out because they used a bunch of images from a bunch of sources that weren't even there. So, like, they stole images from unrelated studies in China. They literally stole pictures of stem cells from the stem cell supplier website. It was really crazy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna enter the vaporwave mall, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a credit. It was actually really comical how bad it was. There's a lot. You know, I think academic fraud is really interesting because if those of you guys don't know, some fun Shiara lore. I actually used to work in a research lab. I actually used to work specifically in a cancer research lab. So, you know, I used to handle like I used to be down in the trenches there, and it was pretty cool. I primarily worked with like reading DNA and the lab rats and stuff, but so not quite the same, not the same exact frame there, but yeah. So like I know what these people are capable of. I know how smart they are and like how dumb it is for them to be doing this kind of stuff. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Don't get me wrong, especially if researchers are reliant on like visas and stuff to keep, you know, stay in the country versus being forced to go back to their home countries. But it's actually really silly how much and how easily you can spot it out if you know what you're looking for. What I mean for that is, for example, I want to say like maybe in the early 2000s, there was a really big scandal from South Korea because there was a kind of like their golden child researcher who basically it was in the time of not human cloning, sorry. It was during the time of cloning period, like right around when Dolly the sheep was first kind of introduced to the world and stuff. And so people were really taking it and running. A lot of countries were really excited to see the possibilities of what could come from this technology. And it's actually funny because in the United States, that was the initial, like, I think it was George W. Bush was the president of that era, like in the early 2000s. That was actually his main issue that he was running on in terms of like that's what he was prepared to have to fight about was like cloning and cloning ethics and things. And then 9/11 happened, and then that just kind of threw a wrench in everything. But oh god, this is so trippy. I mean, the point I was wanting to make, I had a point I was gonna make. Yes, I will remember it. Give me a second. Oh, I was talking about South Korea. Clone fraud. Yes, so there was a guy. They were claiming to make a bunch of different kinds of strains of stem cells and all that, and it was not real. Turns out it was all a lie, unfortunately. And the way they found out is because they, like, faked a bunch of their images. Hi, Title! Welcome in! I hope you're doing well. I'm playing a silly vaporwave game, and now I'm talking about academic fraud. Like, it's actually really crazy. There's another guy I remember hearing about. Oh, one of the guys that was involved with, like, the superconductors that we use for, like, our telephones and stuff. Also in the early 2000s, he was found to have faked so much data that they withdrew, like, 40-something of his papers retroactively when they found out, like, how dishonest he was being, which is really crazy if you think about it. 40-something papers. That's like a whole lifetime's worth of work. So I know it's supposed to say, like, you pay, but my idol dumbass is looking at this and are like, Muse pay? Muse? Love Live? Moo pay. I've been eating my veggies. Yes, ma'am. Now I have a credit card with no limit. Purchase everything at the stores. The more you spend, the more likes I get. I gotta go flex on the haters. Yeah, it is. I feel like that should in itself be a scam advert. It's a very silly mechanism, but you know what? We roll with it. It is basically like printing money, isn't it? So this game is called Broken Reality. I believe it was a Kickstarter game. And it's a very fun, goofy game, and you guys should get it if you are interested at all in vaporwave. It's literally like $3 right now. I'm a big fan of all this stuff. I love... Those of you guys that have stuck around with me long enough know that I'm a big fan of the series Enna by Joel Guerra. And that's how I discovered this game. 40% off fashion. It's very cheap, and I think it's usually like $10, I think, so it's actually quite steeply discounted right now. It's a fun little game. It's easy to play, while also chatting your chat's ear off. Do you guys still have your ears on? Yeah, so when you're purchasing things like in a store, you can get more likes if you get it in the order it asks. Now, I'm gonna warn you now, I'm blind. I have no idea how to tell half of these things apart, so we'll try. Oh, darn. See, I got it wrong. Purchasing flesh? I can purchase flesh? I don't think I can. Can I? Well, isn't purchasing flesh basically like purchasing meat? Don't we do that all the time? That's very legal last time I checked. Hot. Okay, I think I actually did better than I expected here. Hello, Ramshackle. Welcome, welcome. What's this about flesh? I don't know. Did I say something about flesh and I just didn't realize it? Because I'm gonna be real. Half the time, the things I say on stream, I have no memory of whatsoever. Good job, lady. Here. think we're done here. I did say earlier that I did want to bite the... Oh, just kidding. I didn't say that in public. But one of my friends showed me showed me their redesign concept for VTubing, and my first comment was, I want to take a bite out of their flesh respectfully. So I think I got a bit confused because that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking I made that comment in public, and I was wondering, like, did I promise to bite somebody's flesh? Did I? Oh, do I have to do good on my promise? Yeah, but I like blood more than flesh. It's very tasty and delicious. You know, all things considered. I don't know. Would you rather drink blood or eat flesh? Well, I don't know. Actually, this is this question because the flesh may have blood in it. So technically, you'd be getting flesh and blood. What is what is flesh but blood with extra substance? It's nourishing. It's full of calories. How did we end up on cannibalism? I'm gonna be real with you. There's always some route. It's like when you play the Wikipedia game and you try to see how many articles you have to click to get to Hitler. That's like my streams with either like cannibalism or some form of male pregnancy. It's one or the other. Either we're gonna talk about getting men pregnant or we're going to talk about eating someone or something. I do like what I like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the drink is called Fat Kid. What the hell? That's a bit on the nose, don't you think? Sweet lemony Dorito. Hi, Varian. I'm playing a very vaporwave game called Broken Reality. And I'm also chatting about anything and everything. And we did just conclude our enthralling conversation on cannibalism. So if you know, like, Floral Shop, you know, the general vaporwave aesthetic, that's what this game is all about. Can I ask you a couple of random questions? I mean, you can always ask. There's no guarantee that I'll answer. But you can ask as long as it's within guidelines. Like, unfortunately, if it's a marriage proposal, I do have to let you down. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because unfortunately, I am married to a lot of emotionally unavailable, fictional blonde men with unspeakable horrors and tragedies that have befallen them. I can think of at least 4 of them off the bat, okay? I can think of Xander Fire Emblem, Leon Kennedy, Leon Scott Kennedy, let me say his full name, put some respect in it, Aqua Hoshino, and, fucking Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. I don't care if that man has a wife and a child, I will impregnate him. I love my baby girl Leon Kennedy so much. I want to pinch his cheeks and eat his flesh. Ever seen Ranger Reject? I have not, actually. That's the beauty of streaming. You do get my absolute full 100% stream of consciousness when I'm online. If the subject always goes to Mpreg, yes. I'm glad that we understand the memo. Ranger Reject is like Power Rangers mixed with the boys. Well, when you say the boys, what does that entail? Like a Friday night cracking a cold one open with the boys kind of boys? There's a show called The Boys. Okay. Well, that tells you how much I actually know about media. I'm intrigued though. I was thinking that was a code name for like a friend group. Listen, I don't go out very often. I'm gonna use that as I'm gonna say that as my excuse for anything and anything. The voices show us superheroes, but they're corrupt as hell. Huh. Wait a minute. Maybe I do know about this actually. I think I might have heard someone talking about it. I think I vaguely... Oh, okay. Fuck. This is hard. Matching things up is hard. I feel like a first grader. I think the camera is really sensitive. It's just a little hard for me to point at it. The names of these drinks are absolutely sending me. Okay, Dr. Pervert, Hot Chip. I could eat some Hot Chip right now. I love Hot Chip. Y'all remember that one tweet that was viral a long time ago about how girls are only like can only do a few can only like be bisexual, eat Hot Chip and lie? When I tell you I resonated with that tweet, I mean it 100%. I still think about it from time to time. But there's also a lot of things that I kind of think about from time to time. I 100% do not want my mind to ever be broadcast publicly or live because I feel like it will be a fever dream. Ranger rejects about a grunt enemy disguising himself as a human to infiltrate the Rangers through their trainee program and destroy them from within. That sounds like an interesting plot. I saw a trainee program and my first thought was, oh, Niji Sanji? Virtual talent agency? You're a proud Love Live watcher, as you should be. Never shy from who you are. If you like Love Live, that is a green flag. The Hot Chip part. Girls born after 1993 can only order McDonald's, be bisexual, eat Hot Chip, and lie. I don't eat McDonald's though. I don't think I've eaten McDonald's in years. But damn, I do kind of want a McFlurry though. That's good. Karin Asaka, the woman you are. I'm OG. I kind of like Muse and the Cores. Shiara lore time. I used to be part of an IRL idol group where we basically were Muse and the Cores, and we would do covers of Muse and the Core songs. I think I wanted Nico, but I did not get Nico. Oh, thank you. Mistake, let me go ahead and grab those head pads real quick. I use Spout now, so now you guys aren't gonna see my crusty little menu come up each time. There we go. I should probably do a hotkey for that. That is the most... I did. I don't think I was Nico. No, I wanted Nico, but I didn't get Nico. Nico's my favorite from Muse. I think I was Kotori. And once I had to sub in for Honoka. This game is so funny. There is so much silly goofiness in here. The way that they like imitate all of the logos and stuff is hilarious. Hey, the doggy! Furoboto. Hear a story? Okay. Hello, Kisa. Welcome in. Yes. before all this, Natium was just a small server created by two friends. Sounds like Minecraft. They invited their friends in, who in turn brought more people. As it grew, investors showed up, and the two friends had a huge disagreement. One of the partners called it the end of fun. The other one called it organic growth. Damn, spoken like a true businessman. You can pretty much guess which way they took. So when Nutteam expanded, users started to isolate in different sites. Paywalls, restrictions, monthly subscriptions, and then everything went to shit. That does track. Partnership resolved quickly, and one of the humans took off. No one knows where they are today, but their account was never deleted. And what the fuck is Toby Fox doing in my vaporwave game? I think for a course, I think I was just hard. I can't remember if I was Ruby or if I was Yo. I was Yo, sorry. I had to sub in for a Dia once. Dia, and a Ruby. Alright, this is an incredibly difficult... This whole... What the hell is that? Oh my god, is that a... What the fuck is that? I need that in real life. Oh. Hello. Sorry, I can't pronounce your username, but hello, welcome. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely taken with this hat. I need this hat in real life. Can I like the hat? Ness? Okay. We'll go with that. Listen, I gave it a good effort. I want to join an idol group so bad. It seems fun. Actually, it was one of the shittiest experiences I've had in terms of my hobbies. Throne Simulator. I would be severely concerned if if y'all were spending this much. Although I will say, I do remember, oh my gosh, one of my mutuals, they've since rebranded, but in one of their prior, expressions, so to speak, I remember that they had a superfan, and once their superfan decided to just, like, I think they announced that they were moving or something, and then their superfan absolutely sweeped their entire throne, and the only reason I found out is because they had the little notifications set up on their, like, for their, their timeline, and so my entire timeline just became those, like, you know, X and X got you whatever on throne, and oh, stole his hat, and it was so much. I asked them for a list of everything they got because I was in shock, and I think I tallied it up, and it was like $7,300 before all of the taxes and shipping and everything. So I'm like 99% sure that somebody dropped like $9,000 on them in that moment just through Throne, and I didn't realize that such a thing was possible. I have to meet me somewhere else, and I'll explain. You didn't hear from me. Interesting. They're setting me up for lore. That is insane. I as much as I would be flattered and honored if someone did that to me, I think I would have an immediate panic attack on the spot. That is so much. And my first thought would be, please do something else with that money. 3K more and it's a car purchase. I'm pretty sure you can buy a car for 9K, can't you? I feel like 9,000 USD is more than enough to get a used car, to get a decently used car. I'm 99% sure you could get like a few years old BMW used for like 7K. Send it on C6 boot. Damn right. That is exactly what I would do though. Okay. Okay, so we opened the Dragon Road there. And now they're gonna be absolutely... Look at that. They are so... Why is he drinking? He's drinking the sunscreen. Listen, if you're saying Boot Hill looks like a lesbian, that would definitely explain why he is. Actually, no, that wouldn't explain why I probably like him so much. I like him because he's a cyborg cowboy, and I'll be damned if I don't get every cybernetic man under my thumb and threaten them with the possibility of impregnation. Robot is in my name for a reason. I fucking love robots and cyborgs and shit. It's so cool. They're so great. I, for one, welcome them whenever they decide to take over our world. I'll be right there with them. Call me a flesh trader, but I do think that they know what's up. I just don't like men even in games. That's fair. I like a lot of fictional men. I spend a lot of time thinking about men that aren't real. Fictional women, on the other hand, though. The eviler, the better. Although I'm probably just telling on myself for saying that. Oh, there's a credit machine down here. Let me see if I can... Ah, yes. Don't you ever just go to the the riverbed and charge up your credit card? As you can in this game. Have your eyes adjusted to the visual strain of this? I feel like my eyes have kind of adjusted to it. But it's also a lot. Like crazy girls and men in media I have a distaste for unless it's Newsies or the Tangled series. Ah, Flynn Rider is an excellent man. That's good taste. See, how people probably have the mentality of I can fix her or I can make her worse with anime girls. That's the mentality I have with anime men. Specifically. Either that or I need to impregnate them. One or the other. I will make them my wives. The baby girlification of this world is imminent. Oh, fuck, I already liked it. Honestly, probably just extend Eugene Fitzherbert, aka the man you are. He really is the man of all time. I do enjoy him tremendously. I rewatched Tangled not too long ago, so it's fresh in my head. Apparently there's like a Tangled animated series? I had no idea. Oh, there is. Some says it's corrupted. Guess that's why they broke it. Take good care of it, you know, carry on my legacy. The design in this game is pretty top-notch, I'll give them that. Like, it's pretty overwhelming, but it's all very cohesive. But it also makes me feel like my textures are glitching out. And it's actually, oh lord. If I stare at the pinks for too long, I think my eyes start... Excuse me, they start going every which way. What the hell? What's the point of putting this here if I can't even go into the bamboo forest? Tangled is serious. Alchemist character who I named after, as in I named myself after him. Oh, I just heard about the series not too long ago. I saw some screenshots of it and I was like, damn, it's fresh. I had no idea. I think I've explored everything I can in this area. May just have to take a couple more photos. I'm gonna try to get up to 750 and then we'll go into Dragon Road. The single hand. So why the... I should just join the UN at this point. I feel like I'll get even more shit done. Each country just needs to present to me their fertilist of fictional men, and I will have problems. I'll have problems presented in no time whatsoever. I know how to get things done. I am an efficient human being. Quotations around the human being. What the old people don't know won't hurt them. For all intensive purposes, so I don't spook them, I can be a quote-unquote human being. If you put quotes around it, it's not technically lying. 2017, 2018 ended in 2020. Yeah, I literally just heard about it like last week. I saw a post about it on what... Can we even call it Bird App anymore? Now it's officially X. And I'm really irritated that they find that they went ahead with all of the like link changes and stuff, because it signed me out of my accounts, and that's it was an additional annoyance. The first VTuber politician. I will warn you, I probably would make a really bad politician. I probably would do. I am very easily convinced. Listen. It's still Twitter for a lot of people. I mean, I still say Twitter. I still say Twitter out of habit, or Bird App. I still say Bird App because in my heart, it is still a bird. A bird that I... Oh my gosh! I forgot to tell you guys. So... Well, that's not that I forgot. I haven't had an opportunity to tell you. But, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago... You're diagnosed with autism. So you're telling me you're artistic? You know, if I say that fast enough and people don't fully catch it and I get away with it. But, no, my story. Speaking of birds, specifically. So, a few weeks ago, I was sitting in my little, like, what is it? Lounge, living room area, and there's a large window there. And I was sitting there drinking tea. All is right with the world. And then suddenly a massive bang comes out of nowhere. Not like a gunshot kind of bang, like an impact kind of bang. And so lo and behold, I go outside to check it out and there's a bird! A bird absolutely just knocked himself out cold. He ran right into my window. And he was just on the floor, and at first I thought he was dead. I thought that they were done for. But they were still breathing, so naturally I did what any rational, organic being would do, and I picked him up and held him in my hand. I firmly grasped him, and then I got some water, and we started sprinkling his little head to try to wake him up. Bird had a pretty bad concussion, but I mean, they were up and flying again within like, what, 15-20 minutes. I firmly grasped the bird, and I mean, the funny part is that they didn't even care. They just stared at me for the longest time. They just looked up at me, and they didn't even start biting me, which was cool. And I just pet his head for a long time. And then I put him on the ground, and he started hopping around. Where is this? I feel like I should have my camera out. Or not. I hope there's not enemies that I need to smite down with the katana. Why can't I cut down trees with the katana? Why can't this just be Minecraft? Ah! Birds don't bite vampires? How do you know that? I've been infected? Oh dear! Oh no! Oh, this is so trippy. Oh, this is... I have not been to this section yet. I feel like I'm going up in like a battle tower or something. Alright, what's this? What do you have? Why is it not gonna let me... A hyperlinker? What the fuck is a hyperlinker? Use the hyperlinker on rainbow framed ads to launch yourself to new places. Oh, so it's like a grappling hook. Well, oh, well, duh. That is what it is. So I have all my tools now. This little shrug, this little, like IDK little shrug fellow. I use that Kalmoji an obscene amount. It's one of my favorites. To the point where I have it as like a little shortcut on my keyboard. Cough drops like candy because your throat achy. Aw, are you sick? Is it just the weather? What do I do up here? Where do I go? Where do I grapple? Next. Allergies be kicking my ass. We were just talking about that earlier. You know, it's ironic. I actually can't take, I can't really take allergy medicine anymore. It makes me too sleepy. Yeah, what in the world? Why is it not letting me? So it's not gonna let me jump off to my death? You're telling me I can't die in this game? I can't kill myself? Well, that's kind of lame. Why do game devs do this? Why can't I have the freedom to make my own bad decisions? If I so please. I guess there's not really... I guess I just have to go back down? Oh. Oh, it actually isn't even gonna let me do that. I know this is my stream and I've been the one yapping the whole time, but how are you guys? What's going on? Tell me something very mundane going on in your life right now. I'll probably turn this off in just a few minutes. Unfortunately, I had a really late start because of so many things that just seem to love going wrong whenever I want to be online and game. But I am coming back tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if I can try prepping a little earlier and see if that helps at all. Tomorrow we're going to play a Resident Evil game. I don't know which one yet. It will be one of them though. I'm on the fence because I haven't finished Resident Evil 2. I actually don't think I've played a lot of it on stream at all, so maybe I should. But... What? Huh? Interesting. Okay. This is so confusing. I don't think I'm doing this right. Oh, it's so funny you say Final Fantasy XIV. I actually just downloaded it not too long ago. I have a lot of friends that like to play it, and I have even more friends that are like getting into it. So I figure that I need to at least make my own character, and then I'll start playing it a little bit. And then maybe if I start like raiding and stuff, we can actually I'll actually start streaming that. I have a lot of very lovely, amazing, wonderful friends that are absolutely like have an ungodly obsession with Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, this is very, very confusing. Let me see if I can. Oh dear. I have not played World of Warcraft in many, 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 many years, actually. Recently bought Minecraft. Minecraft is fun. I've been wanting to play that again, too. Except every time I do, I end up not playing it the way that you probably are supposed to play it, and then I get bored of it. I know a lot of people play it modded. Jesus. Huh? What in the world? Why can't I access the pool? Do I need, oh, I probably need more credits to my name, maybe? I really don't know what to do. Oh. I guess I need to get to like 1,000 credits. That's probably what they want me to do. Trying to think what other games have I started playing more of recently. Why is Final Fantasy XIV suddenly popular with all the VTubers? I mean, I've known about it for a long time. I've actually had it downloaded in my computer for almost 2 years. I just never really got around to playing it. I had so many other games that were on my... Excuse me, I got like super tired there for a second. That too. It is very easy to collab with. Hey, I'm willing to pay up if it's good. I know that if I had if I wasn't so hesitant on how much time I would be able to give the game, I would immediately buy the expansion that would allow me to be the bunny. But alas, not yet. I'll settle for being a bunny in Baldur's Gate instead. But yes, I also have a lot of friends and people that would be willing to play with me. Yashi is one of them. Cookies was in here earlier. Cookies is obsessed with Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm like 99.999% sure that they're gonna be the one to probably hold my hand the most when I play. I know Leah has also been really into it. We were talking about it briefly. You can get a bundle with all the current expansions. Yeah, I think I saw that. I was considering. I was really considering it. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can justify it to myself just yet, because I have 8 million games that I still have to play. That I still like. That's actually partially why we're playing like Broken Reality right now. I've had this in my Steam library for so long. I want to say maybe almost a year and a half. I literally bought Persona 4 golden. Um, God knows how long ago. And I've only opened the title once. Yeah, I know she's going through. She and I both. I do have my characters that I do like from Final Fantasy 14, but I only like them based off of appearance right now. So I don't want to get too invested in it just yet. But there's some of them are very beautiful and gorgeous and handsome and amazing. If I actually get my shit together and I start playing more, then who knows? Maybe you'll see us crying together about it. I'm not quite sure what all I'm supposed to do now in the game, I guess. Like, oh, that's funky. I do think first and foremost, I want to focus on being able to like actually stream more and more consistently. I think Final Fantasy 14 could be pretty good for it because I've kind of already relegated my ability to stream Baldur's Gate 3 as just probably not gonna happen, not for a long time. I don't feel like in terms of when it comes to like streaming, I'm particularly entertaining when it comes to Baldur's Gate because I play it purely for fantasy fulfillment, okay? I make myself very beautiful and very gorgeous, and then I just go around and I romance everybody. I did get a mod to try to get rid of the what's it called? Get rid of the party limit because I did want to play it like I play Fire Emblem, where I like command a little army and everything. Cause I miss Fire Emblem. I want to play it again. It's been a long time, but I don't know if I'm like mentally ready to play it again at the same time. I did try once to start playing Fates on stream. Final Fantasy. Fire Emblem 14 specifically because it's one of my favorite titles, and I do think I'm pretty certain I started like choking up on stream. So I don't know if that's like a good game for me to play. I get very emotional when it comes to that title specifically. Did I just fuck it up? No. Okay. This is very, very difficult. I hate this little grappling hook contraption. Am I gonna be allowed to see the pools? Oh, I guess it like automatically. How many times do I gotta click this damn thing? I guess I do have to get to 1,000. Oh, it's like pathways. It's not like I gotta fight for my life necessarily. Just yet. Just kidding, I'm a liar, and I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Alright, this is enough eye strain, I think, for now. It's been almost an hour and 45 minutes. That's a lot of time for this silly, goofy little game. Let me find a little save vending machine, and I'll go to my just chatting screen, and we'll discuss what's to come. Is there a little machine over here? Wait, can I talk to One-san again? No, not really. So I have these items. So I'm strong. Not quite. Oh, so I can get 1,400 likes total. Is there areas that I haven't gone to yet? Oh, there is. I guess I have to hop up to that. I'll do that later. I don't want to do that right now. What did you guys think of this game? I know I didn't really focus on it too much. I mainly just wanted to use it as something to play while I chatted and yapped with you guys, but it still is pretty unique. It's also like $2.80 on Steam. I do recommend trying it out. At the very least, yeah, I would say for $2.80, this is a cute game. Let's see, let me get to my chatting screen. Here. Okay. There we go. Got that all sorted away. My money was negative 22,000. Well, what can I say? I'm really convincing when I give reasons for why I should have an unlimited line of credit that I never have to pay back. Yes, they are. I love small indie game devs. I'm very, very partial to them. I love supporting small little game makers. They have just the coolest things. That reminds me, actually, oh my gosh. If you guys have been around with me for more than like 2 years, you probably remember me talking about this before. But on itch.io, there's usually this, there's this like spooky game festival kind of competition called, oh gosh. How did I already forget what it's called? I literally have it saved. It's very spooky. It's like a game jam where they make a bunch of, oh, Demon Disc. That's what it is. They have a game jam called Demon Disc, and they make a bunch of like small, tiny indie horror games, especially in the style of like cursed PS2 games and that kind of thing. And I have a bunch of them saved actually, and I think it would be really fun to have maybe an event stream or something where I do that. I haven't had an event in a really long time. Shit! I just looked at the date and guess what? My birthday's in almost 2 weeks. Shit, it's almost June 6th. Am I even gonna be here June 6th? I should be. I don't see why. I don't think why. I have a couple things coming up in the future that I for sure will not be here for. So I think like the second week of June actually, I'm going to be out of town. So I won't really be able to stream any games per se, but I may be able to stream some other stuff on another account. This Friday I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to a concert. And then the first week of July as well. Or no, not the first. Sorry, the second week of July, I'm also going to be gone. I'm going to go touch grass. And I'm going to go look for bears. You know, every time I say stuff like that, it makes me think of Vesper, rest in peace, from Hello Stars. Because he's he was a vampire, a fatherly figure that would also just go retreat to the woods and come back with a boar spear. And I look up to him. I love that about him. I don't own a boar spear per se, but if I were to encounter a bear, I am of the neutral opinion that I could probably at least escape. I know enough. I know enough about bears to know how to escape them. And I'm also not going to say anything else because I will definitely incriminate myself, because then I'll just start talking about Hausen from Baldur's Gate 3. Because he turns into a bear. And I am 99% sure that there is a I'm pretty sure there's a lewd scene in there somewhere that involves him being a bear. So, um, moving on. But yes, actually, that would be the perfect time. I should try maybe like as a first event for coming back and everything. I don't know if I necessarily I'm gonna do it June 6th per se. Maybe June 7th. I think June 7th would be a good day to do it. Maybe we'll try a 24-hour stream. I haven't done one of those in a very long time. A subathon, I'm not really sure how successful that will necessarily be, considering I don't think I've actually really done a subathon before, like a subathon proper. I don't think I've done one of those in a long time. I have to think on it. Maybe I have to promote it a bunch too. But that's thoughts for another time and for another time. I already said that. For when I'm more awake and more lucid, I think. But I do have a lot of things that I have planned out, and I just need to actually finish them and um finish them and make them go live so you guys can enjoy it. There's a lot of stuff cooking. But that all being said, lot of yapping from me today. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. Looks like so far the internet's been pretty good too. We didn't have any drops or anything in connection, so I'm gonna end it here while it's healthy, and just so we don't have any sour ends to the meeting. But it was nice to see everybody. Thank you all for joining me, even if it was incredibly late and we had a lot of bumps getting here. I'll try to troubleshoot a bit more tomorrow. But yeah, stream tomorrow. We're gonna play Resident Evil. Very fun. Get ready for a lot of pregnant Leon talk. And I'm just really excited to play. I haven't played Resident Evil in a while. Knowing me, I feel like when I end up playing Resident Evil 4 because I want to stare at his ass and talk about it. I also really love Ashley. So, yes. Thank you all very, very much. I'll let you know if anything changes. Please check Discord, Twitter, all that good stuff. Okay. Alright, thank you all, and have a wonderful evening, night, morning, wherever it is you are, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye!